Another Cronenberg, another director, this time Humane. Is this movie humane enough for you? Let's find out. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing Humane. What's about pretty simple premise. We are some years in the future, and to combat what people have done to the environment, each country, if I'm not mistaken, has to get rid of 20% of their population. And now we are in a family, a very rich family in Canada, which they're at 9% basically. They're falling behind. And now these parents are like, we're going to volunteer. But one dips, and they got to figure out now, because it's on contract, they need 2 bodies. Who is the second body? And we're going to find out in this hour-and-a-half horror comedy. So, did I like this film? It's fine. It's enjoyable. It didn't overstay its welcome. I like some of the humor, but then I felt like a lot of the dialogue was cookie cutter, very basic, very childish, and just very like, things we've seen and heard for the past 8 to 10 years that kind of is like, it's not original. This dialogue isn't original anymore. And I really get frustrated where we have like Hollywood and these people making millions to be fake people. And then they kind of like, oh yeah, fuck the rich. But I'm like, but you're rich. I'm fine with billionaires and millionaires. Like, I know a lot of people hate millionaires and billionaires, but I don't care. You earn the million, you earn the billion, congratulations. But don't be one of the millionaires and billionaires that are like, fuck the rich. It's like, all right, give all your money away. Seriously, but you won't. Anyway, so when talking about the positives of this film, like I said, I think the pacing's pretty good. Hour-and-a-half, through in, throughout, pretty interesting concept. Even though I think the concept's a little eye-rolling, because it's like, really? Okay, what about the Earth doing natural stuff? Like, it's called an ecosystem. And I just think it's funny that humans have to feel like they gotta fix it, while science and nature has done it way before humans. But even though humans are like, oh, we gotta fix it, it's like, what if you make it worse? Which digging up mines and rare earth minerals in China, that's not making it worse. Or electric cars, the rubber on the tires run out 25% faster than normal vehicles. We don't talk about where rubber comes from or how to get rid of it. It's almost freaking impossible. And then you see all these people burning it in like the Middle East. So it's like, what is actually better for the environment? Anyway, so that has to do with this movie on some levels. I like that because it does make a joke where it's like, oh, that Mustang isn't electric. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Mustang, a gas Mustang, is probably a little bit better and looks better than the electric Mustang. Let's put it that way. Good acting, I think. I think each person has their own different, personality and dilemma in their life. So I do think that's pretty interesting. Of course, you have the racial tensions in this movie as well, and the rich tensions and the poor tensions, and the lying and deceiving in this movie. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. The ending, okay, so I just think the overall concept is okay. I think it is enhanced by the acting, but what downgrades it is the overall writing of this movie. And what I mean by that, kind of like I said in the intro-esque of this video, it's childish. It's things you heard a million times before, like, I'm not racist, even though, like, it's things where it's like, okay, it's a white family and they adopt someone who's not white, okay? And there's like, we're just picking you because well, I'm not racist. It's like, not everything's about, I understand what they're trying to go for, the whole tropiness of it, but it's like, it gets old when I hear it in every fucking movie. It's like, just do it already. Like, it's just stuff like that where you're just so eye-rolling. The ending. It's another one of those where it's just like, it doesn't work for me, because there's something that kind of happens a little after the mid-credit scene. I'm not even into that, where it's like, oh, so that's who survived and that's who died. And it's not what I was expecting. And you're just like, then what was the whole point of this movie and the whole last half of the movie? Because the last half of the movie is figuring out who's going to die, and there's some deceivingness happening with this company. So you're like, okay, but then it just turns around to everyone kind of being soft in the end. It's just like, it really rubbed me the wrong way. And everyone says like, oh, when the gore comes, it's fucking insane. It's like, No, this is very tame gore compared to the Cronenberg's other movies like was it starts with the P, right? Possessor, uncut. Then you have Infinity Pool, uncut, and you have like Crimes of the Future. You have other Cronenberg movies like Videodrome. So saying that this movie is like body horror, it isn't. Whoever's saying that is a complete lie. So overall, Humane, fine acting. It's a decent directorial debut. I mean, when you have a brother and a dad who's in a career field, is it a Nepo baby syndrome? Who the hell knows? So I kind of laugh at that as well when they make a movie like this. Anywho, do I recommend this movie? Maybe if you're a bleeding heart liberal, you might like some of the concepts in this movie. But overall, it's fine. But I was overall disappointed with the overall package of what I was given. So Humane will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 50%. So see the critics' new scores gave this one. Critics rated 69% with 32 of them. Audience score 38 with fewer than 50. Do we have a critic consensus? It looks like no. It looks like we do not. Like I said, I do not like this new mobile Rotten Tomatoes. It sucks. Anyway, 50, 38, 69. I'm pretty much dead center with both critics and audience score. Jace, Hockey here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know things Futontopia. You Futons, thank you for watching a great day. I can watch Tate tomorrow, week from a month, from a year from every single freaking one of you. And this weekend, I plan on watching a butt ton of movies.